everyone, it's Tammy, and for this week's tutorial I want to show you how to make like a little goodie bag. And I have this bag that I got from a sticker set I ordered from someone, and they sent it in this really cute bag, and I save all of them because I think they're just adorable. And then it was kind of ripped where I took it off because there was a sticker that was holding it closed, and so I took the sticker off and the bag kind of ripped. So I just cut a straight line on the bag so it's just cut straight across. And I thought, you know what, this is really cute. I'd really like to put a little gift in here, maybe even a gift card for my daughter with a little bit of fluffy stuff or something like that, and put it up in her bedroom for when she comes home next, or I could send it to her in a care package or whatever. But I thought it was really cute, and I thought I wanted to do something with it. So what came to mind was I'm going to make a little fold over flap, and then I'm going to just decorate the flap just a little bit. So let's do that together, and I will teach you how as I do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut a piece of regular cardstock, and I'm going to measure how big this is. This is just shy of 6 inches. So you know, you need to make sure that the flap is big enough. I'm going to go with 6 inches. I'm just going to go a total of 6 inches for the flap. Let me put that away. Okay. And probably can go this way. That way I don't waste too much paper. I'm trying to think the best way to not use too much paper. If I did 6 this way, okay, I'm going to go with 6 this way. It doesn't really matter. I use paper like crazy anyway, but I try to be as thoughtful as I can on how to save as much of it. So I'm just going to cut 6 inches. And then I know I don't want it to be 8.5 inches wide. I mean, that's, or long. That's way bigger than what I need. I only need it to start in the back and then fold over probably 1 inch, and then I want it to land about here. So whatever this is, plus 1 inch. So I'm going to, whoops, I'm going to measure this. It's 3.5, so I'm going to add 1 inch. So you could do this with any size. You can see I wasn't precise. It was just having fun. And so mine's going to maybe be different from yours. If you do the same bag or the same thing, it's going to be a different size. So just keep that in mind. So when this folds over, it's going to be about 1 inch, and I'm going to go ahead and score that so we can have an idea of how that looks. I just want 1 inch to be on that side and then fold over, and it will look like this. And I don't want it to be a straight edge. So I could either use a scallop, and I can, or not a scallop, like die like a, or a punch, like my scallop punch. Or I have these, and I thought I might give them a try. These are little die cuts, or dies. And see how it makes like a really pretty image at the bottom. So I'm going to pick out one that I like. I kind of like these dots. And I'm going to move this out of the way and pull up my Big Shot. And I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to put this down on top of it where I feel like I want it to cut. And I just eyeball these to make sure they're about where I want them, and that it looks about even, and like I've gotten it kind of pretty straight anyway. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect in my opinion. And then I'm just going to push it through, and then I'll just come back. And there is our decorative end, or decorative edge, which I think is really cool. And I know that some of you guys had asked for ways to use die cuts and ways to use old supplies and way to reuse things. So this is kind of all in that. These are old supplies that I've had for a while. This is an old supply and it's a reuse. And then here's a die cut. So all different kinds of things you can do. And then, oh, I shouldn't have put that away because I think I'm going to cover this with this because I thought this was really pretty. So I actually need to do this again, don't I? So I don't need this to be 6 inches. I want this to be a little smaller. And I think I'm going to go at 5. I don't know if I want it to be a 1/2 inch smaller, but I think I'm going to. I'm going to go with 5 1/2. We're just going to live dangerously. And then I forget what this was. Yikes. This was maybe 4 1/2. So I'll go with 3 1/2. That's probably, it could be too much if I don't make it fold over too, so we'll see. But I can always cut it down. Like I said, you can always cut it down, but you can't add more. So I'm going to use the exact same one. And I put it away too quickly. So I'm just going to put this down. And I'm going to do the same thing where I center it best I can with my eye. Stuff back. All right. Now this is going to fit nicely right on top of this, and then I'm going to trim it so that it is at the same edge. But isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm loving it. Okay, we'll do that right now. All right, so we're just going to cut this down so it's the same size, or at least I guess I need to decide if I want it to start down here. I think I want it to match up with that though. So I'm just going to put it here, and then I'm going to see where this is. Move it over here and line up the score mark so I know where I'm cutting it. Take that out, and then I will just cut that. And then now this should fit right along the score line. Yes, beautiful, 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 beautiful. And before I stick this down, I'm going to put some ribbon on it. And I have this gray ribbon that came untwined. I know that the gray doesn't really match this, but it matches this. And I thought maybe it would bring it together. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not the best at picking colors, but I like it, so I'm going with it. And let's see, I just want it to wrap around. Do I want it to wrap more than once? Or do I just want it to wrap once? I think just once. And I don't even know that I need it to wrap. I'll just cut a length that's long enough for this. And then I'll worry about the bow or whatever in a minute. So this is scrap. Ugh. And I'm going to go ahead and put my snail adhesive, yikes, on the back of my designer paper, or my printed paper. Like how I did that. I'll put another strip right there just for good measure. And then I'm going to put this where I want it on the front. I think I want it about here. That looks good to me. So then I'll fold one side over, get it stuck down on the adhesive, and then I will fold the other side over, get it stuck down on the adhesive, and then I like to take my adhesive and just go over the ribbon just because I like to make sure it's stuck well. And then I'm going to put it down where I want it, matching up with the fold line and with these thingies. Super cute. Oh, I'm loving it. Now, I think I'm going to use a tacky tape to put on the back of this to adhere it to the bag, but you don't have to. I just want something a little stronger just because. So I want this to attach to that in that way. So let me take some of this tape, if I can find where it starts, and run it along here. Actually, you know what would be really cute? Oh, I don't know if I can do it now. Okay, forget I did that. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. I was going to say I could stick it inside the bag, but I made this a little bigger than the bag, didn't I? Okay, never mind. I can't, so I'm doing it okay. But that would be cute too. You could make it so it's... Oh, I could still do it. I could have still done it. I could have just cut this in like that and then stuck it inside the bag so you wouldn't see it on the outside of the bag. It would be on the inside of the bag like that. Do I want to do that? Well, it's too late now because I've already done it on this side, and that's fine. It's just a little treat bag. It's not going to the queen or anything, although it's going probably to my princess, isn't it? But she knows her mama's crazy, so it's okay. I was all trying to lift this up. I was going to do it too. Okay, so now that I have that on here, I want this to adhere the back side of my bag. So move it however you need to negotiate it. You know what I'm going to do? This is a good way. Okay, put face side down on face side, and then move this to the score line, and then just fold it over. I'm going to take my bone folder and just crisp up that fold so then it stays down a lot better. So then you can decorate this however more you might like to. I'm going to put a bow on it for sure. So I probably need at least this much. And then I also I colored and cut out an embellishment and then the little words praying for you, which came from Unity Stamp Company. It's called Flutters and Prayers. And my daughter goes to a Christian college, and she is very spiritual, and it's really an inspiration to me. And so I like to do things like that for her too, because I know that she prays for me every day. So I pray for her every day too. Not because she prays for me. I've always done that. But it's just really cool when your daughter starts talking like that or starts saying things like that. It's just, it warms my heart. It's just amazing. And you know, of course I've always prayed for her, but to hear her say things like, you know, Mom, I'm praying for you, or is there anything I could pray for you for you? Or, I mean, it's just amazing. It warms my heart. She's just a tender, sweet girl. I love her to pieces. I'm so blessed that she's mine. So I'm going to trim these off to where I want them. And then I'm going to put this and this down. I think I might use dimensionals. I thought the butterfly might be cute with all the flowers. So I'm just putting this on the back of the butterfly. I'm going to kind of lift his wings up just a hair, just because it's fun. You know what else you could do? You could put... Ooh, I might do that. Let's do that instead. Because it's a butterfly, this is fun to do. I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to put one on the inside of each wing. If this one will still stick. If it won't, I'll just use a different one. Oh, but he still sticks. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on his body so that the body will stay down and the wings will kind of stick up from the dimensional. And it just looks cute. So you can put this wherever you want. I think I'm going to put it right here. I like that. So see how that works? I don't know if you guys can tell, but hopefully that angle you can. His little wings stick up and his body is down, so it looks like he's flying. And then I'm going to put praying for you somewhere. I'm just not sure where. I like it right there. So I'm going to take my snail. And there's nothing exactly that I'm praying for. I mean, there are some things exactly that I'm praying for her for, but not for this. I mean, it's not like I'm giving this to her because she's struggling or any of that. I think I'm just going to leave it on her bed so when she comes home, she has a nice little surprise. And I might put some super dark chocolate in here because that's her favorite. And then I'm thinking I'll put a gift card maybe to Starbucks because it's a little treat for her. And maybe some fun little paper, like tissue papery stuff just to stick down inside. So that's all I'm going to put in here. And that's it. Just leave it on her pillow so that she'll have it when she comes home. So isn't that cute? It's just a fun way to jazz up a bag. And really, it takes no time and it's inexpensive. But look at the difference. I mean, if I just put that on her bed, which would still be very sweet, or this. I mean, woo! I'm like, oh, this is so cute. I love it. And then I think that side looks cute too. You could even decorate that up if you wanted to. And I probably should have stuck that in the inside, but we're not going to worry about that. So there we go. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.